Delhi G20 Blitz. Top focus on 6 p.m. Prime.
Hello and a very good evening. You're watching India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal and I'm bringing you the special edition of 6 p.m. Prime from the streets of the spruced up national capital. I'm very, very close to Pragati Maidan, very close to Bharat Mandapam, where in just a few days from now, all of the biggest, most influential world leaders will be coming together. For security reasons, I can't go any closer than this, and I most definitely can't show you Pragati Maidan as well. But I can assure you that it looks absolutely beautiful, all decked up, all set for the G20 summit. We will get you a sneak peek of the preparations that are underway, but there is a massive security blanket that's currently in place in the heart of the national capital in central Delhi. Does that mean there's going to be a lockdown for all of you Delhiites watching this broadcast? What's going to be the situation on the ground? I'll be telling you that and much more as I get you a sense of the excitement on ground for the G20 summit. It's G20 week, and all through the week here on 6 p.m. Prime, I'm going to be getting you reports from the ground. Let's begin, as always, with the headlines. India Today accesses G20 dinner invite that says President of Bharat, the India to be called Republic of Bharat soon. Massive political war over renaming India to Bharat. Opposition leaders lash out at centre over Bharat Rao. BJP accuses Congress of disrespecting the nation. As Udayanidhi remains defiant over Sanatan remarks, BJP compares him to Hitler. 262 eminent personalities write to the CJI against Udayanidhi, urging Supreme Court to take cognizance. Big buzz over women's quota and special parliament session after Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar's comments. Says day is not far when women will get due representation in the country's legislatures. 2 days before summit COVID scare for G20, US First Lady Jill Biden tests positive for COVID. US President Biden tests negative for COVID. Team India squad for the ODI World Cup is out. KL Rahul back in the ODI squad for the World Cup, retains the same team from Asia Cup. So let's begin by getting you all the latest on the preparations that are underway on a war footing for the Group of 20 summit, the G20 summit that India will be hosting this time around. All the delegates, all the VVIPs are expected to come here in just a few days from now. So very, very last second, last minute preps that you're seeing on the ground. I got a chance over the last 90 minutes to travel around some of the most crucial parts of Delhi where you're going to be seeing our world leaders either residing or traveling through, and they look completely transformed. There's also a massive security presence on the ground. Imagine this, 130,000 officials have been deployed for G20 duties. They don't allow you most definitely to shoot or switch on your cameras there. They don't allow you to stop your vehicles there because now it's considered to be a sensitive zone, a high security area. But does that mean that if you live in any of these areas or close by, you can't travel, you can't go about any of your daily chores over that weekend? I'll tell you all about that. But first, let's take a look at the preparations on ground.
A grand glittering view of the G20 summit venue in New Delhi. This is the Bharat Mandapam, decorated with the colors of the Tiranga, all set to welcome the world's 20 most powerful leaders. A 28-foot Nataraj statue, believed to be the world's largest, has also been installed too at the entrance of the convention hall. The statue symbolizes Lord Shiva as the Lord of Dance and his cosmic power of creation and destruction. The roads leading up to Bharat Mandapam are all decked up.
As a citizen of India and a resident of Delhi, I look around, I feel very, very proud and nice, because half the time everybody wants to live in beautiful surroundings, everybody wants cleanliness on the roads, everybody wants decorations and sculptures and lighting and greenery and flowers and decorations all over. So it's a very proud moment, especially for residents of Delhi.
हर वो संभव प्रयास किए हैं जो एक उभरते ऐसी महाशक्ति के रूप में नए भारत की बुलंद तस्वीर आपको इस हॉल से, भारत मंडपम से, इस 123 एकड़ के आईटीपीओ के सेंटर से आपको देखने को मिलेगी कि हर तरह की सुविधाएं देने का प्रयास किया है.
Blending tradition with modernity is the central theme. Ministry of Culture will host a special exhibition on Bharat, the mother of democracy, featuring interactive panels on Vedas, King Ashoka and Grand Indian Lok Sabha elections. Indian epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata, Jain and Buddha Dharma, Kautilya and accounts of foreigners like Greek traveller Megasthenes and Chinese traveller Fahin will also be part of exhibition.
The elements which we have tried to incorporate is about those 52 locations that we have worked at. The regional cuisine when it comes to food, adapted to the international taste. All the 5 senses have been catered to: smell, sight in terms of paintings, colors, methods. The touch part is handled by textiles and crafts of India, the wood, the clay, everything's been used. So all 5 senses, from gourmet to visual art to performing art to dance to music, we've tried to showcase all the best things, good things that India possesses.
In a bid to enhance the experience of international delegates, a G20 park has also been set up. The park features sculptures of member states and their national animals, is curated on the Waste to Art theme. G20 is not only global summit but also a showcase of India's culture and pride. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, one of the images that's caught the eyes of many people is that beautiful, beautiful Lord Nataraja statue now that's been placed right in front of the Bharat Mandapam. I wish I could show it to you because I got a look at it and it's beautiful. It's an absolute work of art. And it's my pleasure here to be joined by the sculptor of that very statue, of the Lord Nataraja statue that now sits outside the Bharat Mandapam. It's a matter of great pride for me that Mr. Radhakrishna comes from Tamil Nadu, much like me, from Kumbakonam in a district called Swami Malai. Sir, vanakkam ungalku. Romba perumayoda na solren neenga Tamil Nadu ninde vandirkinganu.
சரி. வணக்கம். நான் சுவாமிமலை தேவசேனாபதி ஸ்தபதியினுடைய பெரிய பிள்ளை ராதாகிருஷ்ண ஸ்தபதி. நாங்கள் பாரம்பரியமாக இந்த சிலை நாங்கள் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். எங்கள் முன்னோர்கள் பண்ணாங்க. தஞ்சாவூர் பெரிய கோயில் கட்டுறதுக்காக வந்த குடும்பம். இப்போ தலைமுறையாக நானும் இந்த தொழிலை அப்பா கிட்ட இருந்து பயின்று கணபதி ஸ்தபதி மகாபலிபுரத்தில் கல்லூரியில் படித்து இந்த தொழில் நான் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். இது இப்போ நான் பண்ணியிருக்க நடராஜர் உலகத்திலேயே பெரிய நடராஜர். இவ்வளவு 10-12 டன்னில் பண்ணியிருக்கேன்.
10-12 tons. So what Mr. Radhakrishna is telling me is that, of course, he was telling me about his district, the kind of work he does, working for the Tanjavur temple and for several other temples in Tamil Nadu. He's also telling me that this is the world's largest Nataraja statue at about 28 feet. That's the height of the statue, and 10 to 12 tons. In the statue oda sirappu ennadhu?
சார், இந்த சிலையினுடைய சிறப்பு என்னன்னா, ஒரே இவ்வளவு பெரிய உயரத்தில் உலோகத்தில் ஒரே கேஸ்டிங்கில் பண்ண ஒரே நடராஜா இது ஒன்று தான். ரெண்டாவது, இதனுடைய அமைப்பு இந்த தஞ்சாவூர் பெரிய கோயிலுடைய நடராஜரையும் சிதம்பரம் டெம்பிள் உள்ள நடராஜரையும் இதுபோல் ஒரு வேலூர் ஜலகண்டேஸ்வரர் கோயிலில் உள்ள நடராஜனை சேர்த்து வச்சு தான் இந்த சிலையை நான் வடிச்சிருக்கேன். இது குறுகிய காலம். எனக்கு 3 வருஷம் டைம் கேட்டேன். 6 மாசத்துல முடிச்சது பெரிய ஒரு சாதனை.
He's telling me that He asked for 3 years. He got 6 months to do the work for this. He also is saying that the prominence of this Nataraja is that it's similar to the Nataraja in the Tanjavur temple, as well as several other very prominent, the Chidambaram temple. All of them are known for their Lord Natarajas. It's similar to that. The other unique feature about the Nataraja statue in the Bharat Mandapam is that it's been cast in one go with one piece. So that also makes this extremely prominent. நீங்க சொன்னீங்க 6 மாசம் எடுத்தீங்கல்ல எவ்வளவு பேர் இது மேல வேலை பண்ணாங்க
32 என்னுடைய தொழிலாளர்கள் 32 பேர் என்னுடைய சகோதரர்கள் ஸ்ரீகண்டன் சுவாமிநாதன் ராகவன் என்னுடைய சன்ஸ் 3 பேர் அப்படி என்னுடைய நண்பர்கள் நான் காலேஜில் படித்த 84ல் படித்த என்னுடைய நண்பர்களும் சேர்ந்து தான் சுவாமிமலை மக்கள் அனைவரும் சேர்ந்து தான் இந்த சிலையை வடித்தோம்
30 people in all is what Mr. Radhakrishna tells me worked on this statue. But all of the people of his district, he says, are the ones who are behind the statue. எவ்வளவு பெருமையா இருக்கு சார் இப்போ அங்க பாக்குறதுக்கு பாரத் மண்டபம்ல G20
G20 மாநாட்டில் இது அமைச்சது வந்து எங்க குடும்பத்துக்கு சுவாமிமலை உள்ள ஸ்கல்ப்டர் அனைவருக்கும் இது வந்து ஒரு பெருமையை சேர்த்தது. ஆனால் உலகத்திலேயே இதுதான் பெரிய நடராஜாங்கிறது நான் பண்ணங்கிறதுக்கு பெரிய ஒரு திருப்தி அது சொல்ல முடியல.
சரி ரொம்ப நன்றி சார் நம்மளோட பேசுறதுக்கு. So that was Mr. Radhakrishna there speaking to us here on India Today and telling us that he doesn't have the words to express what he's feeling, but that he's feeling so proud that the world's tallest Nataraja statue is now here in India, meters away from me at Pragati Maidan at the Bharat Mandapam. So it's truly fitting, and this is what we've been talking about, the theme of the G20 being that of everyone coming together. Let's focus on another aspect. I've been promising that I'll talk about this also on the broadcast, which is what is the situation in the national capital? For all you Delhiites watching this broadcast, what can you do? What can you not do? Let's take a look at the FAQs right now that we've brought together for you to explain what's possible and what isn't. I know that the number one question, and this is doing the rounds a lot on social media, is whether Delhi will be completely locked down. The answer is no. There will be restrictions and some of it will be hard, but none of it is going to stop you from being able to get your essentials or for that matter venturing out of your homes. So very much Delhi is functioning. You can see the traffic behind me as well. So there is no question of a lockdown. In fact, let's also get you the next question. Will malls, markets be closed? Yes, they will be, but in some parts of Delhi, in the heart of the national capital, in central Delhi alone. So what's referred to as the New Delhi Municipal Corporation, like where I'm standing, close to the India Gate, Pragati Maidan, here malls, markets will be closed. Are vehicles allowed to ply? Yes. Some roads, however, in central Delhi will be shut as well. Like the ones around India Gate will be shut. The ones surrounding Bharat Mandapam in Pragati Maidan will be shut. The Delhi Traffic Police has given several advisories on which roads to avoid and the diversions to follow. So look through that when you travel. Will food deliveries be allowed? I know this is a controversial one. A lot of people have been talking about this, but unfortunately, no. In central Delhi, Swiggy, Zomato or any other food app that you use, none of them will be allowed to come out and deliver over the weekend. It's similar for commercial deliveries as well. What I'm referring to is Amazon, Flipkart. None of them also can go ahead with any of their deliveries. They will not be allowed to deliver over the weekend. But again, let me highlight that this is in central Delhi. Now, will the metro be functioning? The answer is yes. The Delhi metro is vast. It's a huge network. Many people are dependent on it. But there are a handful of stations that will be shut. Not a lot many of them. About 1 or 2 of these stations will be closed. Will liquor shops be closed? Only in the national capital region. And I'm referring to not the NCR region, but the heart of Delhi. So in places like Connaught Place, you're going to see liquor shops essentially closed. Will medical shops be open? The answer is yes. I started off telling you that essentials will be allowed. So that's very much happening. Medical shops, the next FAQ I know is about grocery stores. That too will be open because these two come under the bracket of essentials. There's no question of any of them, whether they're based in central Delhi or not, being closed. Will the IGI airport be functioning? Again, I know a lot of you have questions about this. The airport is functioning. Terminals will be open. Some flights schedules have been thrown off. There are many airlines who have cancelled flights, but all that has been done ahead. So if your flight is on schedule, you can go to the airport. There are some diversions to keep in mind alone. So this is, in fact, what you need to know. These are some of the FAQs. I'll run you through also the schedule because I know a lot of you are wondering about the metro schedule. I'll get you that in just a bit. But what we're doing is entirely interspersing this coverage with what Delhiites need to watch out for, not just with regards to how daily life will be affected, but also about what you can watch out for, the beauty of Delhi, the beauty of India being highlighted now on the streets of the national capital. Now, the motto of G20 is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which everyone has been saying is extremely fitting. But having said that, let's show you how this is being reflected in art with regards to paintings, murals, all of that that's been put up on the streets of Delhi. It's a cultural extravaganza right now in the national capital.
Delhi is shining. From roads to intersections, from trees and plants to lighthouses. As India hosts leaders of G20 nations, who together account for 80% of the global GDP, we are showcasing our country's rich culture. From exhibitions to decorative sculptures. India's heritage is on display. The G20 summit motto, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, also echoes India's ancient philosophy. One earth, one family, one future. Every guest attending the G20 meeting in Delhi will get a glimpse of India's tradition at every step. Whether it's the murals of Ramayana and Mahabharata on the walls, or images of sages and saints, whether it's the reflection of folk art or customs. Even hotels are extending a traditional welcome to the G20 guests, with kumkum, tilak, aarti and honors.
कि डेलीगेशंस के लिए सारी तैयारी यहाँ पर हो गई, जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं कुछ इसी अंदाज में जब यहाँ पर वो डेलीगेशंस के लोग आएंगे तो स्वागत होगा। आपने देखा यहाँ पर जो इंडियन कल्चर रहता है, किसी को शॉल पहनाकर या टीका लगाकर और दिया लेकर उनका वेलकम करते, कुछ इसी अंदाज में हर्ष हमारे साथ हैं। हर्ष, कुछ इसी अंदाज में करने वाले हैं हम वेलकम।
बिल्कुल वेलकम। हम जो हमारी एक ट्रेडिशन है, आप सबने सुना होगा, अतिथि देवो भव। हमारे जो गेस्ट हैं, दे आर नथिंग लेस देन गॉड, और ताज की वैल्यूज़ रही हैं। ताजनेस इसी में बिलीव करता है दैट हम अपने गेस्ट को एक भगवान की तरीके से उनकी मेहमान नवाजी करें और उनका स्वागत करें। उसी स्वागत के लिए हमने ये चीज़ें जो भी आपने एक्सपीरियंस करी हैं, हम उनका स्वागत एक बिल्कुल राजा के जैसे करने वाले हैं। विद बहुत सारे नगाड़े रहेंगे बाहर, म्यूजिशियंस हैं, लोकल आर्टिस्ट हैं, और फिर उसके साथ हम उनकी आरती करेंगे विद दिस पीकॉक थाली। एंड पीकॉक
राइट, पीकॉक थाली, ये तो मतलब इसको भी देखने लायक है। तो ये कुछ स्पेशल है G20 के लिए?
यस, ये स्पेशली हमने कस्टमाइज करवाई है बिकॉज पीकॉक बीइंग आवर नेशनल बर्ड, पीकॉक बीइंग आवर नेशनल बर्ड, ऑल्सो पीकॉक अगर आप देखेंगे हमारी पूरी लॉबी में और डेकोर में, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ पीकॉक बीइंग यूज्ड इन द डेकोर, पेंटिंग्स, मोटिव्स। इसी से इंस्पिरेशन लेके हमने ये कस्टमाइज करवाई है।
Guests while checking in will be gifted Vijayanti Mala and Rudraksh Mala, symbolizing prosperity and peace.
ये इस माले को आप पहनाने वाले तुलसी माला, राइट? तो यानी हर कुछ वो आपने इसमें शामिल किया है जिससे इंडियन कल्चर शो हो, चाहे वो नगाड़े हों या ये आपने जिसका जिक्र किया ये शॉल हो, पीकॉक वाली थाली हो, ये सब G20 के लिए स्पेशल है?
100%. This is specially designed for G20.
Whether hotels or event venues, at every step in India, from their accommodation and food to sightseeing, guests will get a feel of Indian traditions. With Arpita Arya and Ashutosh Mishra, Bureau Report, India Today.
I'm slipping into a very, very short break here on 6 p.m. Prime. Now, I've been telling you about several parts of Delhi that's been spruced up. On the other side, we'll talk about where the world leaders will be put up, which hotels have been booked for the G20. That's coming your way in just a bit.
Kia Sonet, undeniably wild.
Once again, India Today wins Best Channel of the Year. thank you very much, viewers, for making the India Today group the most awarded TV news network at the ENVA Awards 2023.
I can tell you, वो दिन दूर नहीं है, बल्कि बहुत नजदीक है, जब अपने भारत में, इस महान देश में, संसद और विधानसभाओं में महिलाओं का उचित प्रतिनिधित्व है, संविधान में बदलाव कर आएगा। And I can tell you girls, we will be a global power by 2047. But if this reservation takes place early, we will be number one even before 2047.
विमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल को लेकर के ये एक बहुत लॉन्ग ड्यू है, लेकिन हमारी पार्टी का और हम जैसी कई अन्य पार्टियों का एक पक्ष, अगर विमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल का उद्देश्य है डिपेंडिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, जिसको हम कहते हैं रेनबो आइडिया ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, तो सबसे पहले जब हम आरक्षण सुनिश्चित करें तो उसके अंदर जो वंचित समूह हैं, एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी महिलाओं के लिए रिजर्वेशन विद इन रिजर्वेशन होना चाहिए। अन्यथा फिर एक लड़ाई 25 साल और लड़नी होगी। उस प्रक्रिया को मैं समझता हूं रोकते हुए प्रारंभ से ही हमें यह तय करना होगा कि हम रिजर्वेशन विद इन रिजर्वेशन के साथ विमेन रिजर्वेशन बिल इसी सत्र में लाएं और पास करें।
Hello everyone, this is Anita Brito in conversation with the one and only Shyam Kaushal. Hello sir, कैसे हो आप?
हेलो, नमस्कार जी।
अभी भी आप कंटिन्यू कर रहे हो और आपके बहुत अच्छे अच्छे लाइनअप्स है, जैसे आपने बोला डंकी है, फिर आपके पास जो बंगाली मूवी है वो भी है।
ये बंगला बंधु, हाँ जी।
प्लीज उसके बारे में थोड़ा इन डेप्थ बात कीजिए, थोड़ा डंकी के बारे में हमें बात कीजिए। इट्स एन ऑल एंड आउट एक्शन फिल्म?
नो, इट इज नॉट ए, देयर इज एक्शन इन इट।
बट मुझे ये जानना है आपसे, ये पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है, आपको सबसे ज्यादा कौन से एक्टर के साथ काम करके मजा है, मुझे ये बताइए।
मैंने अमित जी के साथ काम किया, अमित जी से लेके सभी के साथ जितने भी आगे ना सभी के साथ काम किया, फिर जो साउथ के भी मोस्टली सुपरस्टार्स उनके साथ भी काम किया। पर आज तक भगवान की दुआ से कभी किसी के साथ इशू नहीं हुआ, कभी कुछ नहीं हुआ, सबसे प्यार ही मिला है। तो मेरा एक मानना होता है, जैसा मैं आज भी ओपनली बोलता हूँ कि पिछले मैं 43 साल में मेरे को कोई बुरा आदमी नहीं मिला। तो मैं कभी सोचता नहीं हूँ कि अगर कुछ कमियां होंगी तो मेरे में होंगी, कोई बुरा आदमी नहीं है कोई भी ऐसा। जब मैं एक्टर्स मेरे जो छोटे हैं, जैसा रणबीर सिंह, रणबीर कपूर, अर्जुन कपूर, उन्होंने मेरे साथ शुरू किया, जब भी मिलते पैर छूटे हैं, ऐसा बच्चों की तरह। तो आप अगर उनको प्यार देते हो तो आपको सामने से प्यार मिलेगा ही।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Welcome back to the special broadcast on 6 p.m. Prime. I'm Akshita Nandagopal and we've been getting you all the latest updates on the G20 summit. We're counting down, of course, to the summit itself. Now, while we've been telling you about what Delhi looks like, I know there's one question that all of you have been asking. Where are these world leaders being put up? Where are they going to stay? Let's get you those details and show you the hotels that some of the most influential minds are staying in come this weekend. The UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is going to be at Le Méridien in the heart of the national capital in Connaught Place. Then you have Joe Biden, US President. He is going to be put up at one of the most plushest hotels in India, ITC Maurya Sheraton, which is of course in Chanakyapuri. Note that all of these hotels are very close to Pragati Maidan. Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, is going to be in the Lalit, which is on Barakhamba Road. Emmanuel Macron, French President, who touches down on Saturday just in time for the G20 summit, will be staying at the Leela Ambience Convention Hilton in Shadara. And finally, what about the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, will be based at Leela Chanakya. These are the hotels where all the action will be. I had a chance to visit most of these hotels. They're completely decked up, the roads leading up to them looking absolutely beautiful. And I promise you that here on India Today, as we get you all the latest of the G20 summit, we're going to have a reporter at each one of these locations tracking the movement of these world leaders. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Prime, special edition comes your way on the G20, where I'm going to show you what the heart of the national capital and what Pragati Maidan, what Bharat Mandapam all look like. Unrestricted access coming your way tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's it from me for the moment. Thanks very much for tuning in. Coming up on the other side is our sports special with Nikhil Nas.